Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. As the headlines scream of one foreign policy challenge after another, President Obama is heading into the weekend with another major domestic problem on his hands. The economy is going backwards. The gross domestic product, the GDP, fell from January through March, its worst performance in a year. Correspondent Kevin Cork has reaction from the White House.
It's no big deal. That's how the administration cast today's downward revision of the gross domestic product.
The first quarter is something that's not unexpected given the severity of the winter, given the fact that we had the West Coast ports slow down, which affected inventories.
The Commerce Department now says GDP shrank by 0.7% annual rate in the first quarter. Most analysts say they expected that, including White House economist Jason Furman, who said first quarter underperformance has tended to increase over the past 10 years in parallel with intensifying winter weather.
The shadow of crisis has passed, and the State of the Union is strong.
Despite the president's high hopes during the State of the Union, today's contraction was the country's third in the aftermath of the Great Recession, each time in the first quarter. Critics say that says more about his economic policies than a rough winter.
We are growing at stall speed. We're growing at 2%, and we're growing at 2% because of the choices that both the administration made and the Federal Reserve made.
Politically speaking, a listless economy means less to the current occupant of the White House than it does for those who'd like to live there after the 2016 election. The latest Fox News survey asked voters if it felt like the recession was over. Fewer than 4 in 10 thought so, an underlying skepticism that could hurt Democrats.
If people are seeing signs that the prosperity is waning, that the economy is weakening, then it becomes more difficult for the incumbent White House party to win that third term.
The first quarter malaise fired up Republican Senator Marco Rubio, who said today, quote, "The American economy will never reach its full potential so long as we have policies stuck in the past." A past that includes Hillary Clinton, who has championed the president's economic policies on the campaign trail.
Well, this may be another reason why she's not answering questions. But when she does boast about the Obama administration, it strains credulity if the economy is weakening or there are signs that cause citizens to question whether the economy is stable.
It was interesting to hear the White House refer to the Trans-Pacific Partnership as an example of something they feel like could keep the economy moving forward, like expanding more markets. But it's important to point out right now it's Democrats like Senator Elizabeth Warren, for example, that are fighting the White House on that.
Kevin Cork live on the North Lawn. Kevin, thank you.